Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Europe is undeniably home to some of the most breathtaking places on Earth, enriched by its diverse cultures, deep history, and remarkable progress. From towering cathedrals to charming cobblestone streets, the continent has long been a symbol of beauty and tradition. However, even in this part of the world, not everything is as perfect as it seems. While many European nations are thriving, there are also significant challenges lying ahead. Today, we're diving into 10 European countries that are expected to face substantial difficulties in 2025. We're not saying these countries will collapse, far from it. These nations are filled with resilience and hope. However, they are likely to encounter serious political, economic, or social struggles in the near future, and it's essential to understand what might lie ahead for them. So, let's explore these countries and look at the obstacles they are facing. Number 10. United Kingdom. Lastly, we come to the United Kingdom. The effects of Brexit continue to shape the UK's future, with the country still dealing with the economic and political ramifications of leaving the European Union. The UK is facing economic adjustments as it navigates its post-Brexit reality, and political tensions remain high, particularly with Scotland's ongoing push for independence. While the UK remains one of the world's most influential countries, these internal divisions and economic challenges will require careful management to avoid long-term instability. Number 9. Serbia. Serbia faces its own set of challenges, particularly in relation to its ongoing tensions with Kosovo. These tensions have led to protests and a significant degree of uncertainty. Serbia is also trying to navigate its relationships with both the European Union and Russia, a balancing act that has proven difficult. While Serbia is seeking to join the EU, its ties with Russia complicate the process, as Russia is opposed to Kosovo's independence and has long been a strategic partner for Serbia. How Serbia manages these complicated relationships will play a crucial role in determining its future, both politically and economically. Number 8. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country still recovering from the devastating war of the 1990s, continues to face significant challenges. Though the country has been at peace for decades, deep ethnic divisions still persist, creating a complex and fragile political system. The country's political structure is highly fragmented, with power divided between ethnic groups, which often leads to gridlock and an inability to enact meaningful reforms. Bosnia has a rich culture and history, but it is still struggling to move forward politically and economically. Without a resolution to its political dysfunction and a path to greater unity, Bosnia and Herzegovina may continue to struggle with progress in the years to come. Number 7. Turkey. Although only partially located in Europe, Turkey plays a crucial role in the region and thus deserves a mention on this list. The country is grappling with a severe economic crisis, marked by high inflation and a rapidly depreciating currency. Political instability has also been a major issue, with increasing crackdowns on dissent and restrictions on civil liberties. Turkey's role in Europe and the Middle East makes its stability vital for the wider region, but the internal turmoil it faces presents a significant challenge to its future. The country will need to address both its economic issues and political tensions to prevent further deterioration of its position on the global stage. Number 6. Spain. Spain is another beautiful European nation that faces a mix of challenges. One of the most significant issues Spain faces is regional independence movements, particularly in Catalonia. The push for independence has created political tensions, and while the issue has been partially resolved in the past, it remains a divisive issue in Spanish politics. Additionally, Spain is still dealing with high unemployment, particularly among young people, which has contributed to social unrest. While Spain has made some progress in recent years, it will need to tackle these challenges head-on to avoid further instability in the future. Number 5. Italy. Italy, a country famous for its art, cuisine, and historical landmarks, faces its own set of challenges. One of Italy's persistent problems is political instability. The Italian government has a long history of frequent changes, and it often struggles to form stable coalitions. This political fragmentation makes it difficult to pass long-term reforms, which hampers the country's ability to address other issues, such as its high levels of public debt. Moreover, unemployment remains a problem in some regions, particularly in the south, where job opportunities are scarce. Despite these challenges, Italy's people and rich cultural heritage continue to be a source of strength. If the country can stabilize politically and implement effective reforms, it could continue to thrive in the future. Number 4. Greece. Greece is a country with a rich cultural heritage and a crucial role in Europe's history, but it has also faced considerable hardships, particularly in the past decade. A major debt crisis, which began in the late 2000s, brought the country to the brink of economic collapse, and the effects are still being felt today. Although Greece has made some progress in terms of economic recovery, the country still struggles with high levels of public debt, as well as high unemployment rates, especially among the youth. Greece's economy is also heavily dependent on tourism, and any global economic slowdown could have severe consequences for the nation. While Greece has made strides toward recovery, it will need to continue implementing reforms in order to ensure that its economic future remains stable and sustainable. Number 3. Moldova. Next up, we have Moldova, one of Europe's smallest and least developed countries. Despite its small size, Moldova faces a number of significant challenges, especially when it comes to its fragile economy. The country relies heavily on energy imports, particularly from Russia, which makes it vulnerable to external pressures. Moldova also faces geopolitical instability, notably due to the ongoing issue of Transnistria, a breakaway region that is heavily aligned with Russia. While Moldova has remained peaceful thus far, tensions in Transnistria could destabilize the country and have wide-reaching consequences for its future. Number 2. Belarus. Moving on, Belarus also finds itself in a difficult position. This country has been grappling with political instability for quite some time, particularly following the highly controversial 2020 elections. The election results sparked widespread protests across Belarus, with many people demanding political reform and an end to the authoritarian rule of President Alexander Lukashenko. Unfortunately, these calls for change were met with violent crackdowns, which further fueled tensions within the country. Belarus' strong political and economic dependence on Russia only exacerbates the situation. If the country doesn't find a way to stabilize politically, Belarus may face continued unrest, civil discontent, and potential international isolation, all of which could lead to a very uncertain future. Number 1. Ukraine. First and foremost, we have Ukraine. Over the past few years, Ukraine has been severely impacted by its ongoing war with Russia. This conflict has led to the destruction of cities, the displacement of millions of people, and an economy that has been dealt a crippling blow. The rebuilding process will take years, if not decades, and will require immense resources. Despite these devastating setbacks, the Ukrainian people have shown remarkable resilience. Their strength, determination, and resolve have been a beacon of hope for many across the globe. Yet, while their perseverance is commendable, the journey to recovery remains long and uncertain, and the nation will continue to face many challenges in the coming years. In conclusion, these 10 European countries are all facing significant challenges in 2025, whether political, economic, or social in nature. However, it's important to remember that each of these nations is home to incredible people working hard to overcome these obstacles. No country is without its problems, but by understanding these difficulties, we can gain a greater appreciation for the complexity of the world we live in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts below. Do you agree with this list? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.